We are going to be reacting to F1 2026 engines. Now that the 2025 Formula 1 season is over, we're going to be reacting and learning about what's going to be changing in 2026. I know DRS is leaving. I know a bunch of things are changing. So, let's learn. And my name is Alex. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day.
In 2014, Formula 1 changed forever. That season introduced the most complex and controversial power units the sport has ever seen, the V6 turbo hybrids. At the time, many fans hated them. They were quieter, heavier, and radically more technical. But over the next decade, those engines defined an era. They turned F1 into a hybrid proving ground.
Thank you, Formula 1 Addict, for making the video. We've reacted to some of their videos in the past. They do such a great job explaining, and yeah, they make it easy to understand. Go check them out, link in the description below.
Attracted new manufacturers and gave birth to one of the most dominant stretches in the sport's history, the Mercedes era. Now in 2026, Formula 1 is doing it all over again. Only this time, it's even bigger. F1 cars will soon be powered by 50% electricity. The batteries will be just as important as the engine. Overtaking will no longer rely on DRS tricks, but on energy allocation.
Which is
and
weird.
The drivers may be forced down to downshift at full throttle just to keep their car alive. This is more than just a new era. It's a high-stakes experiment in redefining what an F1 car is.
This could work or be very dangerous.
What's changing, and why is it so radical? And why are even some of the sport's top drivers, including Max Verstappen, genuinely concerned? Let's break it all down. Since 2014, F1 cars had been powered by hybrid units, a combination of internal combustion engine with the two electric motor generators, the MGU-K and MGU-H. But here's the thing, electricity has always played a second fiddle. Right now, just 18% of total power comes from the hybrid system. The rest, a massive 82%, still comes from burning fuel. That's about 120 kilowatts of electrical power versus 550 kilowatts from the engine.
Dang.
The electric systems helped, but they were never essential. That changes in 2026. F1 is mandating a 50-50 split between combustion and electrical power. That means both parts of the power unit, the engine and the battery system, will need to carry equal weight. The shift is not theoretical. The numbers are extreme. The engine power will drop from 550 kilowatts to just 400 kilowatts. The MGU-K will jump from 120 kilowatts to 350 kilowatts.
Whoa.
That reduces the performance gap from combustion and the battery from 400 horsepower to just 67. This is not
7
an evolution, it's a structural overhaul. Why is F1 doing this? There are two big reasons. First, sustainability. F1 has pledged to be carbon neutral by 2030. It's already introduced biofuels, tighter freight emissions, and sustainable initiatives across its calendar.
So this is basically just Formula E, which is electric Formula 1.
Relevance. In road car world, internal combustion is dying. The rise of EVs is reshaping how automakers think about performance, efficiency, and R&D. F1 wants to stay connected to the real world, and that means proving that electrified combustion still has a future. By going 50-50, F1 hopes to create a technical package that pushes efficiency forward, attracts new manufacturers like Ford and GM, and keeps the racing fast without going full electric. But there is a cost. In today's F1, the battery is important, but not essential. If it fails, a driver can still limp home. Example, in Monaco 2018, Daniel Ricciardo's MGU-K failed early in the race. He lost about 20% of his power, but through clever driving and Monaco's tight layout, he still won. That won't be possible in 2026. Lose your battery system in the new era,
you're cooked.
You're finished. Half of the power is gone. You won't be able to defend on the straights.
I wonder how much money it's into invest into this.
It's not about speed, it's about survival, and that's the fundamental shift in the DNA of F1. To make all this work, F1 is introducing huge changes to how energy is harvested, stored, and developed during the race. Let's talk about energy harvesting first. Right now, the car can only recover 2 megajoules of energy per lap on the braking. That's being boosted to 8.5 megajoules. To put that into perspective, imagine trying to power a race car using only the energy you gain from slowing down. You'd need to brake hard, often and strategically. Not just to make the corner, but to recharge your battery. And with MGU-H being removed, the component that harvested energy from the turbo's heat, the car will rely exclusively on kinetic energy. This means teams will redesign their driving strategies entirely. Expect to see new braking techniques, mid-corner regen, lower gears used in unusual places. Even the racing lines might change as the drivers search for the best spots to recharge. All this came to a head in mid-2023. Max Verstappen, already a 3-time world champion, tested 2026 simulation at Monza.
That's crazy.
His feedback? Startling. If you go flat out on the straights, you have to downshift flat out because that's faster. That's right. In the simulation, once the battery was drained, the car couldn't maintain the speed in top gear. So the system told Verstappen to drop a gear while he was still at full throttle. That might work in a simulator, but on a real racetrack, it's mechanical abuse. It goes against everything the drivers are trained to do. And if that becomes the standard, F1's fastest tracks could start to feel broken. The FIA took notice. Instead of electrical power just disappearing when the battery hits zero, they've introduced a power ramp down system. Here's how it works. At high demand tracks like Spa or Monza, the power will fade at 50 kilowatts per second. So it will take 7 seconds to go from 350 kilowatts to zero. At other circuits, the fade is 100 kilowatts per second, meaning a 3.5 second drain. This gives drivers a warning, time to react, before the power fully cuts. It also smooths out the performance drop and removes the extreme cliff Verstappen experienced in the sim. But the problem isn't gone, it's just better hidden.
Okay. I don't like this at all.
Let's shift gears and talk about
This is very fishy.
Since 2011, F1 has used DRS, the drag reduction system. You push a button, flap opens, top speed increases. It's simple and sometimes too effective. In 2026, the DRS is being scrapped. Replacing it is something brand new, the manual override. Here's how
I heard about this.
If you're within a set distance of the car ahead at the end of the lap, you get an extra battery deployment for the next lap. You can activate it at any time, anywhere on the circuit, as long as you're on full throttle. But once you activate it, your energy starts draining, and once it's gone, it is gone. So the drivers will need to think carefully. Do you use it at turn 1 to launch an attack, or save it for the end of the lap to defend? It introduces a real tactical depth, a chess match at 350 kilometers an hour. It also could fix one of the sport's biggest complaints, predictable and boring overtakes. With all the focus on energy, the corners will feel different too. Since the MGU-H is gone, the only way to recharge the battery is through braking and resistance. And this leads to strange behavior. Drivers may now be instructed to rev the engine in low gears mid-corner, not to accelerate, but to charge the battery, especially in slow speed sections like Monaco's Lewis hairpin or Singapore's twisty Sector 3. It's like turning the engine to a power generator. As Adrian Newey put it, the prospect of the engine working hard in the middle of the Lewis hairpin, it's going to take some getting used to. We may even see cars behave differently acoustically. Louder in places they used to be quiet. The whole driving rhythm could change.
I wonder how the points will work. Like, it's probably going to be kind of like the same, but I wonder if there's going to be different teams winning and a bunch of different drivers winning, maybe, depending on, like, the money on the rest of the car and this itself. I'm curious on how this is going to work. Hopefully we get a bunch of different drivers that will win, but this is going to be very interesting. Before we get on with the video, please subscribe so we can hit 100k subscribers. That is my goal by the end of this year. We are 80k away, so it's kind of hard, but we can still do it. And please click that notification bell so you guys get notified when the next video comes out. I post 2 a day, so that's 14 videos a week. And let's get back with the video and click the like button.
Among all these power changes, one thing is flying under the radar: fuel. In 2026, F1 will switch to 100% sustainable fuel. This fuel will be synthetic, made from non-fossil sources like bio-waste or carbon capture. It's designed to be drop-in, usable in normal combustion engines. Now, why does this matter? Because there are over 1 billion combustion cars on the road globally, and EVs can't replace them overnight. If F1 can help create a clean, scalable alternative, it could change more than just racing, it could change the world.
No.
Let's be real. New engine rules always come with pain. In 2013, the last season of V8s, there was only 27 mechanical retirements. In 2014, the first hybrid year, 54. That's double. And many of them came from the same issue. Teams simply hadn't figured the systems out yet. Expect the same in 2026. Battery cooling, brake-by-wire,
54. So that's 108.
regeneration maps, integration failures, these are all waiting to strike. The FIA has scheduled a private Barcelona testing in January, followed by official sessions in Bahrain and Spain. But don't be surprised if Melbourne is a war of attrition. At launch, the 2026 grid will feature 4 confirmed power unit suppliers.
Everyone just dies.
Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, and Red Bull Ford. Cadillac under GM will join in 2029. However, figures came out the perfect balance between combustion, electricity, aero, weight, and cooling will dominate. We saw it in 2014. Mercedes nailed the hybrid formula and crushed the field for years. It took teams like Ferrari and Red Bull a half a decade to catch up.
I don't know about Ferrari.
And the teams that get it wrong, they may fall into midfield abyss for years. This is not just a power unit update, it's a redefinition of how Formula 1 works. Electricity will be as important as combustion.
I think Mercedes might
Drivers
crash
will
it
race
again.
with their feet and their fingers, adjusting regen, overrides, harvesting, and deployment in real time. Races will be tactical, energy-based, strategically chaotic. Some fans will hate it, some fans will love it. But one thing is clear: the future of Formula 1 will be won and lost by watts, not just horsepower. And in 2026, the battle begins.
Yeah, I'm curious. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.
Okay, so
please leave a like, comment, subscribe, go check out Formula 1 Addict, link in the description below, and have a blessed day.